Ms. Adams, how do you feel about the crimes Mr. Lindsay has committed against his ex-wife? How do you support such atrocities? You know firsthand, from personal experience, how Mr. Lindsay is. How do you sleep at night knowing that he takes no ownership for the things he has done to her, or any of the victims? Is it because you are one and the same? Here is one small excerpt of one rant from Mr. Lindsay to his ex-wife, and mother of his child.
Hey you dirty loose pussy whore. You better call me back when your nasty ass gets back. I'm starting a website today with your hooker shit. I'm also calling your job and all your family Benjamin Lindsay.
Why can't this man get into his shit? He's been asking for months. Fizzle, please send the password so he can access his intellectual property. I'm a man for impersonation of fucking anything when someone else has all of the passwords. He's gonna tell you, Ben, he's a horrible person. He's impersonating people. He's doing this. He's stalking and harassing people online. He doesn't even have his shit. Fizzle does. So who's doing all of that? I don't know. No one else is capable of figuring that one out. Fizzle, I'd be shaking in my boots right now. I'll even go as far to say that Scott could be involved in that too. Because we all know Fizzle can't survive without a man, right? Scott's here, showing himself, and he's revealing all his cards. It's like holding something hostage or ransom, right? He can't change his password because you have to have...
Don't tell me you were so naive to believe the propaganda you spread to your viewers. You are helping him cover his abuse by putting misinformation out in an attempt to absolve him of the very real crimes he has and continues to commit. If he would do this to the love of his life and mother of his child, what wouldn't he do to Chasing? Brandy, Sassy, Gavel, Penny, those are just the names he attacked during your live stream. You praised every single one of those comments. Did you praise this comment too? Or him threatening to call CPS on his own, at the time wife and her family, because if he can't have access to his son, no one can.
This will be the last time. After today, no matter what happens, you're nothing to me. You're less than nothing to me. I look at you as a common, everyday sex worker. But I gotta fuck about you until we take this boy away from you. Yep. Get him tidied up and get you a three-peater. And you can fuck off on the horse you came in on. I get to today, at this hour, on my way to jail for something I didn't do. That's right if you're listening, Crystal. You can trap my body. You cannot trap my mind. Doesn't matter what I say. I have only allegedly said things. Right? Let's go. I don't know why. Like, my mind is thinking about alcohol. Like, go get a bottle, hide out under a bridge until you have the balls to come back out in public and live a life on the run. Right? Or, I mean, because that's what my mom urged me to do. To go to Michigan and run from it. I want, in a perfect world, I want my son to hate you for the things he'll find out in his lifetime you are, because it's all public still. What happens if Lucas' classmates bump into one of my videos? Is it my fault? Or is it your fault? Which one is it? Maybe it's your mom's fault. Because for 3 hours one day, I called your mother at work, the only time I'd ever talked to her. You don't get to take him from me because you got exposed as a hooker again. And you don't get to take him and give him to some other fucking loser that doesn't even care about him. I remember speaking vocally a couple of weeks ago. I hope you die of cartilage. Or I hope you die of an STD. I think I do hate you. You know what? I feel sorry for your mother. Because you will lose this child. What do you think CPS does to people who admit in emails they're hookers? What do you think happens? I think probably none. Because you've created a scenario where you alone can for the reason I use him to. You know, I don't have to hate you to hope that you lose custody of this child and never get to see him again. Let me tell you how fucked up. How fucked up this is for me. I would risk losing him forever myself. I don't understand why I have to keep going to jail because of what you decide to do with your vagina. be broken. And it's very clear that you want Luca to be broken too. I don't know why I'm calling my family. It's not like they give a shit. I almost lost a bad baby. Never heard from my mom today. It's very... She's a hooker. She is a hooker. If she was a quarter horse, I would call her a quarter horse. She, however, is not a quarter horse. She is a prostitute. She is a sex trafficker. She sex trafficked herself. What is that? Where do they do that? And why hasn't anyone... Why do we feel like we need to just leave him there and no one go check on him? You gotta act like I did something to her. Crystal, somebody took that bullshit ass wedding ring. It was lovely. Somebody took it. I guess they needed it more than me. I didn't want the motherfucker no more anyways. Just couldn't bring myself on it. So, it belongs to the street just like you. Instead, worked on this damn case. It is not fucking looking good for you. Like, yeah, like you're gonna fuck around and have a prostitution charge you're gonna be fighting. I'm pretty sure. And if that's not the case, well, they took your daughter from you for pissing clean, but admitting that you did drugs. I just sent every motherfucking hooker text and email between me and you to the lawyers and the DAs in Collin County. It's you admitting you're a hooker and asking me how did I get this number and you'll call me back because you've got to go do a trick. No, I'll tell you what you are. You are a trick bitch. When you lose custody of this boy, how do you explain it at work? I mean, human being only herpes and HPV. Moving forward. So, subpoenas are lining up. I got my fingers crossed. I don't have to pay for not one or even half of one motion to suppress. Those do not come stock option. If I need a motion to suppress, it costs me $5K every time. Right now I'm at $15K. I'm at $15,000. This fucking bitch has never even seen $15,000 all at one time. And you know what she did? She sold her body to get out of a divorce with me while she's in a relationship with another man. That's what fucking simple hookers do. That's what they do. Meanwhile, you took $15,000 motherfucking dollars out your son's mouth, bitch. Can you imagine the steam that comes from between your ears, bitch? It has to look something like the steam that comes from a big pile of elephant shit when it's taken at the right time in the morning. Boy, I mean to tell you. When I run through this money, I just go get some more. Right? I just go, maybe I have to sell something. I'd rather walk because I sold my car to fix this situation than ever have to even think about confronting your vagina without a prophylactic. I swear. Your fucking vagina is a fucking sinkerator. You know the things that got the switch up on the fucking on the countertop? What are they, bitch? I mean, you must have married an old retired pimp. Because we can look at you and see you belong to the streets. Yes, you belong to the streets. Hey, Don Wells, man, fuck you, bro. Candace, fuck you too. I hope both of you take nothing but dick in hell. For real. Candace gets the real small ones. Don gets the real big ones. And you know what that reminds me? Crystal. Tomorrow, after I get out of jail, I'm going to spend all fucking day with the Richardson police getting all the information about when I reported you for bringing those two people over there to shoot me in the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I will take everything from you. Legally. Take everything from you. Not tell you I'm not getting along with Mama Keys right now. Mama Keys has been doing a fair jack of fucking lying, haven't you, Mama Keys? Yeah. Just like telling me the police came to the house on bicycles. They had uniforms on, but they were on bicycles. I said, you mean they had shorts on? No, they had long pants on. Riding bicycles to the house. And talked to Aunt Diana, right? Funny thing about that is when I asked Aunt Diana, she said she hadn't talked to no fucking Terrell cops ever. So you told me the cops were there so I would stay away. And then when I stayed away, you condescended and chastised me for not being there. It's kind of like when you tell everyone that you did everything in your power to keep my child molesting father away from me. He was molesting. But then you forget everyone knows you flew to Alaska to try to trick him to come back home with you. And the only thing you got was probably 4.5 minutes of dick. You jumped back on that Alaska airline plane and came all the way back home, me and you. But there was 3. We came as 2, and we left as 3, didn't we? Because in your attempts to keep me away from my dad, you flew me directly to Alaska to be right next to him shortly after he had offended against me. And you allowed him to have sex with you and put my little brother that you resent into existence. That's the kind of lie I will never forgive. Because you're really not lying to you. You're lying to me. And you didn't decide to tell me I had been molested by this man until I was 19 years old. When you didn't get the money from him to remodel your bathroom, you said that's why your dad raped you. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's like you calling me last Wednesday and saying, I really hope that you're there when I get home, knowing that I had just been told I had a warrant for my arrest and that Terrell is exceptionally egregious and in a big fucking hurry to lock me up. Well, why would she want Danny to come back home? She had 5 cops with guns there, and she thought that the mind state that I was in at that time, it was going to go smooth. She told me how much she loved me. Meanwhile, she had 5 cops sitting there waiting on me to come home. And I knew better than to take the bait. Only Crystal takes bait, Mom. Crystal likes the little worms. Hell yeah. Do you think Shelby will get on the stand alive for you? Because I don't. There's just no fucking way. And even if he does lie for you, doesn't matter. It's going to be a divorce by jury. It's going to cost you more money. Fuck, you're going to be paying on this divorce forever. I won't be. Mine's already paid. You will, though. And if there is any remaining money to be distributed after I get my half of your 401k, which I don't expect you to get a lot, but what could there be in there? 20, 30 grand. So I'm looking at taking 15 from you. You know, your mom is married to a guy that beat the teeth out of his wife's face. So they can't get Luca, right? That's right. Ty and Laura, they won't be getting him either. Because I've already reported how they let Christian live. Fuck, only you are capable of picking up 2 of your sons. Ty and Laura will never get that opportunity. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Ever. We spent a lot of time yesterday in the deposition about you and my dad. Me and my lawyer are trying to figure out a cute pet name for your vagina because we don't want to say vagina over and over and over and you can't say pussy or box in court. So, I think we're going to call it beef. It's because it sort of looks like roast beef. Now, from here on out, I don't give a fuck what happens to you. I don't care. I do want to say that I am not so obtuse to think that I could have had the very same son with a different woman. Now, I understood that I could only get my son with a bitch like you. Only something so great could come from something so fucking polluted. Hey, how's Natalie and Taylor faring? They probably hated that I told them at 11 o'clock at night. It's probably going to be hard to find a piss cleaner for cocaine. But they need to try to find one. The CPS is on the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're helping you prostitute, aren't they? They finding you tricks. Is that what they're doing? I think that you must have just wanted everything you have in yourself. You think you're fucking Kathy Ireland. But you got more stripes on you, bitch, than a sheet of paper and a zebra square rooted together. Like, all you had to do was like maybe put on lotion one time, and you wouldn't have ended up like that. I mean, because I went through a pregnancy with you. I like to complain about how the stretch marks hurt, but didn't want to put anything on them. That's like, shut the fuck up talking to me. How about that? Like, if you don't want the remedy and you just want to complain, then bitch, complain in silence. Suffer in silence. What do you want? Oh, yeah. I told you what I was going to do with your half. Your half you can do whatever you want with. Some of your half is also going to have to pay for you getting the other half to me. You have to pay that penalty. I don't have to pay that penalty. You do. So when you cut that check to me for your half, giving me half of your 401k, I'm going to find some kids that are less fortunate. And I'm going to donate that money to some kids other than our kid. Because if you can do it, so can I. I'm going to take your money like you did mine and blow it on everything else except for our child. That's what I'm going to do. I would love to tell you, you deserve everything that's coming to you. Now, what you've gained in the past, which is, well, herpes and HPV. You talk shit about my daughter came to us with 3 STDs that she got from an older man. Wow, you know what? She contracted 3 she could get rid of. You have 2 you can't. Like, you are a collector of things, aren't you? You have, like, matching little doggy sweaters for your STDs, too? Oh, yeah. I made a claim on your insurance, too, because somebody hit my car and ran. That's the going rate, right? So I figured, well, you wanted to take me off the insurance? I'm going to jack it up a whole bunch. I also got a great deal. I got the fucking deductible all the way down to $250. You believe that? Holy shit. $250 fucking dollars. I'm going to get the whole thing painted, new windshield, all on your dime. Yeah, all on your dime. Then what I'm going to do tomorrow after I got out of jail, I'm going to take all these same emails that you admitting that you're a hooker, and I'm going to send them to the corporate office where you work. I mean, I guess I could probably almost get away with any fucking thing other than 9/11 trade tower bombings. But it all for you. Because I understand now that it would be better for my son, in my opinion, to go into state custody temporarily than to be with his hooker mom.
He would subject his child to the foster care system because he is an abusive, addicted, low-life parent. You're okay with this. You are just as bad.